The bargain! We're bargaining now. It's got to return to the guild. Does this count as a book quest? If you have to go collect a diary, does it count as a book quest? If so, take a drink of water.
Sounds like you could have used my help after all. I knew I should have come.
We cannot allow Lucian to keep Garth. You must get him out of there.
There being the spire? We don't even know what's inside that thing, much less how to get there.
There is one who might know. When Lucian left for the spire, he essentially abandoned his staff. His old butler, Jeeves, now spends his days at the Cow and Corset.
His butler? I bet he saw his fair share of dirty dealings. Well, if it means a trip to the pub, we'll just have to make that sacrifice.
The task requires tact and delicacy, something I believe you're unfamiliar with, Hammer. Why are you staring at me?
This is the part where you say no offense? Looks like you're on your own again.
There is no time to waste. Go now. Go to the Cow and Corset in Bowerstone and talk to Jeeves.
Surprised Hammer didn't make a comment on Teresa being
Guess
born.
I'm to stay here. I'll just stay over here, being indelicate and tactless.
Surprised Hammer didn't say something about Teresa being blind. Her eyes were carved out, if I remember. The glow in her eyes is will, like magic. She doesn't have eyeballs, if I remember. Weren't they carved out with a knife? Why am I going over here? It's just gonna lead me to Bower Lake. I mean, I could be remembering that wrong, but I thought her eyeballs were cut from her eye sockets with a knife.
You have a lot to learn, Sparrow.
Yeah, well, I have this.
That's a great look for you.
Met any nice
You
lady dogs
deserve
lately?
all your fame for that.
No, unfortunately, as I said, he's the only dog that exists in this universe.
You'll never get me. Catch me if you can.
I don't know
Can't catch me.
why, but that little
you
child
can't
is
get me.
creepy looking.
Come on. Can't catch me. Run away. You'll never get me.
So, for 1,000 I could buy a house and...
I promise.
Where does one even find concubines? Is there a concubine shop? I could buy a new wig. Something without mice in it. So many options. May the ticks from 1,000 hobs make a permanent home in his ass.
I'm having a private
Tight-fisted
conversation
bugger,
here.
I'll
Can you
teach him.
not follow me?
I see you. Well, well, well. Another offer. Dear me. So many inquisitive minds. So many who wish to know all Lucian's dirty little secrets. Well, everything you want to know is all written down, and I know where. And here's something else that's written down. My price. Don't let anyone else see it.
Jeeves's note. 1,000 golde pieces, and not a penny less.
It's my final offer. Take it or leave it. Lucian's diary is a riveting read, I assure you. I'm sure some private collector will make a nice place for it in his equally private home. Now, unless you've got a proposition, I suggest you leave me to my whiskey.
Do you need any help there?
So we can pay the gold, or I think kill him?
You look
I
ever so
don't remember if I can
distinguished
just kill him,
Water, if you please. I'll just look round.
but I'll just pay it.
You have the money? My thanks. It's a juicy little collection. I assure you, you won't regret it. I buried Lucien's diary for safekeeping. This is the map to its location.
And then I also think alternatively, if you've never played the game before, you have to kill him or get it because you won't know where it is unless you look it up. I think in actuality, all you need to do is talk to him and then just walk away and go find it. You don't actually need the map. I could be wrong. It might not spawn in without the map because I'm playing this the way it's meant to be played. I'm getting the map. But I think you could just go straight to the location. Lest the fire waters I am so fond of imbibing these days burn the memory from my mind, here are the instructions for finding Lord Lucian's diaries. Perhaps I can sell them one day and make a profit off the old tyrant. In Bower Lake, lying in the shadow of the hill named after heroes, are the stumps of 3 trees. In that spot have I buried his diary. Even though it's a diaries, and if you would have kept that, you could have had the rhyme a bit better.
I would show you where it is myself, but I've got some money to spend.
He's far too cowardly to double-cross you. The map will lead you to the diaries.
Okay. I do need to sleep, get my health back, especially because I'm about to go into a fight. Hey, honey.
Well, I can't say I missed you.
All right. You're spending my money like you miss me.
I wouldn't normally say this, but those shoes are awful.
I mean, my only other options currently are Bandit, so... yeah, that could be Pauper or Bandit. And I'm not a bandit. This is why you don't get forced into a wedding at a young age. I have no clue how old the character is. 18? Okay, well, you guys are gonna get shot at if you stay here.
I never miss a Hobbit adventurer. Oh, you're gonna wish you hadn't done that. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
Alright. Oh, those aren't the travelers, those are just my hobs.
Come on, mate.
Calvin. Oh wait, do I have enough for something? No, still just magic only. Yes, yes. Beetles. I see them. I don't know what that loading animation is that he's doing. It's just like a... like he's flipping a switch. also need to get my skill back up so I can get sniping. 'Cause that's necessary for another, necessary for a quest. Yes, I know, we forgot that dig spot, because I told you I'd come back to it. Actually, I believe it's the dig spot that has your ball in it, so I should go get it. Here we are. Look, 3 tree stumps. Oh. And a forest troll. Hey, I just got up. Just gotta attack the bugs, the grubs on his body, and that's what weakens him. Summons are pretty useless in this fight. I think it's only the one on his stomach left. Oh, that was my bad. I walked right into that. Oh no, there's the one in the other shoulder. Sorry, dog. Oh, I was hoping I could get the shot off in time. There we go. And I get my time control. Oh, but I also get speed. I need dexterous, not speed. Lucian's Diary. The book is filled with strange sigils and odd runic characters. You cannot read it.
Good work. But it will do you little good without a translation. Bring it back to the guild.
Okay, but that actually was the end of that quest. Just collecting it, because we start a new one.
Tonight, I look down on the mobs crowding the bar-stone streets and feel a dark, bitter envy. I covet their comfort, their vibrancy, their life. Fairfax Castle is silent. My dear Helena, my cherished Amelia, I miss you both terribly. There's no more certain cure for pain than anger, and I'm filled with enough of that to bring the world to a smouldering halt, that people would accept death and despair as part of life. as fate, is beyond my comprehension. I find myself wanting to shout into their ignorant faces, to shake them out of their complacency. For surely they are insane. This world and every living thing in it must surely be insane. I resumed my research today. I can read for an hour at a stretch before that dark cloud descends upon my mind once more. The moments of clarity I have must suffice, I think. Perhaps in these papers I can find something that will ease my suffering, and even that of others. Perhaps. I am no longer alone in my research. Garth is from the western reaches of Samarkand, and his work far outstrips my own. He shows a remarkable facility with Old Kingdom artifacts. Today I have watched in wonder as lights, delicately spun like cobwebs, shimmered in solid stone. Remarkable. I have discovered that by the end of their reign, the Archons of the Old Kingdom faced their own mortality with anger. They came to reject the inevitability of death. That we share at least this philosophy is some comfort. They made great efforts to change their world, great efforts. When I mentioned this to Garth, he grew silent. I wonder at this. I found it! Images of the tattered spire are now burned into my mind. It is the sun looked upon for too long, the melody that echoes ceaselessly. I found it! The key to a new world. I pray that I have the will to do what I must. Garth finally capitulated. Together we took a frigate to the site and sent down drag lines. We circled the area for a week, growing more irritable with each day. Then today our lines hit stone. It is there. It is deep, unfathomably deep, and yet the task is not impossible. It must not be. There is no alternative. Enforced labour is the only way the spire can be completed within my lifetime. Garth shares my apprehension at this prospect, but I believe he shares my determination as well. Sometimes conventional notions of morality must be subverted, suspended, no matter how difficult that may be. Morality is a fine thing, but taken to its logical extreme, it can hold us back from true greatness. Perhaps Westcliff is the answer to the enforcement dilemma. Crucible winners must be of particularly sturdy stock, ideal recruits, physically. As for issues of obedience, I believe I may have found an answer to any dissatisfaction that might develop once they're here. I cannot allow anything to compromise the spire's construction. Blood seems to be the key. In particular, those whose lineage can be traced back to the ancient line. But where do I find such folk? Can their ancestry be determined with the naked eye? It strikes me that I've not made sufficient note of Garth's peculiarities before now. I shall inquire. I feel an unexpected joy at being so far out from the mainland. Here I can imagine that no other ties bind me to this world. No past, no pain, just the great task before me. Now the base is almost complete. Our ships will have a harbour at least. Sadly, today saw the first of our workers fall. This was not unexpected. We must continue regardless. Each month it becomes harder to imagine a return to mundane duties. The spire whispers to me, still faint, but already somehow familiar and comforting. As I lay a hand upon walls that are only now beginning to take shape, I can almost feel the heartbeat of those that came before us. Today the peace was interrupted briefly by a minor uprising. I had no choice but to deal with it harshly. I do not begrudge the men who stood against me. They do not understand, but they will learn in time. Garth informs me that 4 workers leapt to their death this morning. It is regrettable, and yet I must remain focused. The work is what matters. In fact, I wonder if we should not be less discriminating when it comes to the recruitment of labour. Our progress seems less a function of their efforts and their skill than of their sheer weight in numbers. I shall forgo the use of collars on these men. I believe more traditional forms of discipline will be just as efficient. Today I felt the first stirrings of will. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced. Powerful, seductive, and all too brief. I hunger for more. Garth seemed displeased. Beware hubris was all he could think to say. It is becoming clear to me that his thinking, while brilliant, is often conflicted and timid. Can he not grasp the beauty of what we shall accomplish? My beloved Helena and Amelia still visit me whenever I close my eyes. But last night, my dreams are unlike any that have haunted me before. I saw a blind, hooded woman and other figures, shadowed and gaunt. But sunrise has already stripped us of any meaning it may have held. Is this all my new abilities have to offer? Cryptic visions and prophetic riddles? I'd sooner enjoy a full night of rest. One question has consumed me of late. If the spire and its component parts react to will, would not small slivers of the spire within a man grant him heroic powers? I had prepared an experiment to test this arresting theory, only for Garth's interruption to ruin it. He's becoming a greater impediment the further we progress, yet I have no thought of removing him. Once indispensable for his intellect alone, he is now crucial to this great project in ways he may not even suspect. I hope he does not. My life and my purpose lie far beyond Albion's shores now. I shall not stay long in the castle that bears my name. My facility with the technology of the ancients increases exponentially, and today I learned of 2 promising candidates right here within the city. Could it be that 2 of the titans I seek are right under my nose? They're only children, but... my dear Amelia,